I'm gonna keep posting every day if I can. It's a lot of work though. I got kind of burnt out the other day, so I had to do just sketches, but I do the coloring when I'm not as burnt out. I'm very tired though. But yeah, if you have any general questions, pop them in. If you don't like me talking during my sketches, please let me know. I'll stop talking. I can make dedicated videos where I talk if you don't enjoy the voiceover or whatever. What YouTubers do you watch? Because I watch Mariah Elizabeth. She's been my inspiration. This is Tangerine, also Castle Arts. I have to sharpen it. So this is like a tangerine. I used to press down really hard like this, and as you could see, it's practically orange, which is why it's called tangerine. So if you press down hard, it's just going to make your skin look bright orange, which is not natural. One time when I first started out doing portraits, I used this color, but I pressed down too hard, and the skin got too orange. Because my friend, she's more of a cool-toned darkness color than a warm-toned. So when you're trying to portray people that have darker skin tones, keep in mind the undertones. It's the same when you draw people that are lighter. Like when I draw myself, I'm very light, so I use very white, similar colors, but I don't use a yellow white. I use a pink white because I have more of a blush skin tone. But yeah, this is Tangerine. If you press down hard, it's going to come out like that, so it's about layering. These are all different brands, pretty much. I have probably 4 or 5 different brands that I use on a rotation. You have to find what works for you, though. For a while, I only used Crayola, and that didn't work out, but now I'm back to using it. It's my basics. I did use the Prismacolor, but it's too expensive, and I was using Ohuhu's, but those have been my favorites, but I went through them really fast, and they're too expensive to buy a whole new set. They don't have just a skin tone set, and that's what I would buy. This is medium golden. There's a lot of variations. I don't have an art room where I draw. I have my room, and I have a desk in my room that I got from Facebook Marketplace. Got the best furniture there. As you can see, this softened the orange color, and it's giving it just a little bit of a tan. If you're just drawing someone that's tan, it's smart to use this color, but not just stop. You might want to add some more of a tangerine or an orange shade to make it look more bronze, because if you just leave it like this, you can see all the little white patches. My grandma paints. She likes to watch the Art Sherpa, which is really nice. I don't paint, however, but she did make some really beautiful artwork, so if you're a painting person, you might want to look into that. She does acrylic paints, watercolor. I don't know if she does oil paint. This is what happens when you press down hard, you get this tone, and sometimes my friend's skin tone just looks like that. But when you draw that, it's just going to look really flat in 2D, and people's skin isn't just one shade. They have several different shades throughout the skin. There could be hyperpigmentation. There could be a lot that can contribute to darkening areas, lighter areas. Some people have vitiligo, which is hard to draw. I haven't drawn it yet, but I'll have to try it because it looks fun. It's always fun drawing unique people. I wanted a YouTube channel since I was little. I used to pretend I was filming Get Ready With Me's, but I'm glad I have an art channel. It's really fun. This is medium deep almond. It looks the same as medium golden, but it's not. It's just a little bit darker. They might be the same. I'm not sure because my Crayolas, I have a lot of Crayolas because it's always been gifts for me, the Crayola color pencils, so I have a lot. And I do have a lot of different kind of color pencils because that's what I get as gifts. If you're an artist starting out, you could ask people to gift you art products because it is expensive. Some people give me paints, but I don't paint, so I give that to my grandma. This is deep almond. It looks the same, but I think it's a little bit darker, so I'll do that as well. This person has a bit of a darker skin tone, so I'm going to do a lot of layering with that. This is my first time talking while I draw, so if I overdo with the talking, I'm sorry. I get taken away with it. There's a technique called cross-hatching, which is good with shading. Draw in one direction, draw in the other direction. It kind of looks like tic-tac-toe. Just a bunch of that, but I don't know how to do those certain techniques because I've never taken super professional art classes. I did when I was younger, and I went to art classes in like middle school because they had like art class, so I did that, but we didn't really learn how to draw, we just learned about artists. Okay, now time for some tangerine to lighten up this brown a little bit and give it some more warmth because it's cooled down a lot. Don't press down too hard or you'll get that color, but if that's the color you're going for, press down really hard. I get all my art supplies from Amazon, Target, Walmart. Usually it's from Amazon because we usually get stuff delivered, but if you like to go out and shop, then I think Target has a really good collection of art supplies because whenever I go to Walmart, I have a harder time finding color pencils. Walmart has a really good collection of crochet yarns and more. That's where I get my yarn when I crochet. I don't really know if doing this makes a difference, but it works for me, I think, so I keep it up. Let me know if you want sped up versions or long term. I'm gonna speed up my video later, but I typically do just a long term nowadays because it's a lot easier to edit. If there's anything you want me to incorporate into my art, I like to do that. Okay, now this is a lot darker than the rest of our shades. This one is very deep almond. It's already kind of sharpened, so I'm not going to press down too hard because then it will look like that, and that's the color I do for the hair usually, so even though the skin tones can be that dark, I'm not trying to get rid of all the work I've done with the layering, so I'm pressing down pretty lightly, and I'm going to go over it with the tangerine again. If you want it to be more of a pinker tone, then go with the coral because it has more pink undertones. I don't even know if you can hear me. I might be whispering. If you want to know about my filming setup, you could ask about that in the comments. Okay, I think I'm gonna lock in now, but that is how you do the skin, so I'm gonna put my headphones all the way on. I'm gonna stop talking, but yeah, that's kind of how I do the layering with the skin. I'm gonna just be using the same colors I've been using this whole time, and the other ones I pulled out. But if you have questions about supplies, go ahead. Sorry, y'all, I was texting someone. I'm reaching out to some of my old friends. Can't really do it later because when you're texting someone at a different time zone, you never know when they're going to get back to you, so had to rush to pick it up.